Hi folks, this is the Mobile DevOps update for September 13th, 2022. In my last update, I talked about adding a Mobile DevOps project settings page with the first iteration focused on code signing. Today I'd like to show you what I've been working on. On my screen, I have a draft merge request to work out how we can decode and extract relevant information from code signing files. The first example here is a provisioning profile. We'll start by using OpenSSL to decode the file, which will give us back a plist file. Plist files are a bit tricky to parse, so this MR adds a gem called CF property list. This gem does a nice job of parsing plist files and supports multiple Ruby XML libraries, including libxml, rexml, and nokogiri. Using CF property list, we're able to parse the plist file into a Ruby hash and easily visualize the data. For this demo, I have a method that returns a representation of the data to show in the view. But since this data doesn't change, I'm planning to persist it to the database when the file is uploaded. This will speed things up as well, since the parsing can be a bit slow. For signing certificates, we use a similar process, but since there is no plist embedded, we can skip that step. Putting this all together in a visualization, I have a bare bones prototype of a mobile DevOps settings page that visualizes the contents of provisioning profiles and signing certificates. For provisioning profile, we can see things like app name and identifier, the team name and identifier, and the platforms and expiration date. For a signing certificate, we can see name, ID, and expiration date. At a high level, this information is helpful because it gives us far more context than just a file name. You can quickly see that we've uploaded the right provisioning profile for the project based on the app identifier, or we can make sure that we're using the correct signing certificate by ensuring the correct team name. This also gives us visibility into when these files expire, so we can add alerts or notifications to make sure folks have some advance notice before a pipeline fails. We can also eventually check validity against the Apple Developer Portal. This page is still a work in progress. I still need to work out the data model and the background processing. The first iteration of this will likely be a read-only view of supported file types stored in project-level secure files. But eventually, I'd like this list to become interactive so files can be managed from this view. That's all for today. The issue for this update is linked in the video description below and has links to everything I've covered today. Oh, and one more thing. I've added a mobile DevOps section to the GitLab docs. This is just a single page today with some details on how to get started with code signing, review apps, and SAST for mobile, but I'll be expanding this as more features are developed and more content is produced. Thanks for watching.